When you are applying for scholarships, you are often required to submit a CV. Whether you are applying for master's, MPhil, or PhD, you are still required to submit a CV. CV is one of the important scholarship application documents. And it's also crucial that you craft your CV to an academic one. It has to sound academic. It should not sound like you are looking for a job. Remember, you are not applying for a job. You are applying for admission into a university. You are applying for a scholarship. So you should tailor make your CV to an academic one. I'll explain different sections that you should include in your academic CV. If you need assistance with writing your own CV, please get the scholarship application document tool. This tool will help you to craft your own application documents, not just your CV, even other documents, your personal statement, your research proposal. You will also find prompts to help you to write your own documents. You will also find samples that will help you or guide you on how you can write your own application documents. The link is there in the description. Please get your tool. Going forward, I've already explained about the CV because you are applying for admission or a scholarship, so it has to be an academic CV, not professional one. It should not sound like you are looking for a job. The first section that you have to add is your personal details and your contact information. Your personal details are your full names, your email address, your phone number. And also, you should be careful with your email address. Please include a professional looking email address. If you know that your address is a bit shady, it's not looking good, perhaps create a new email address just for scholarships that has your full names. You can also add your LinkedIn. If you are active on LinkedIn and you want the committee or the admission committee to see the work that you do on LinkedIn, you can add your LinkedIn URL there. This is optional. This section should be simple and professional. It should capture important details. Do not add unnecessary details. There's no need for you to add your date of birth, your marital status, your home village. You do not need to add that information. You just have to add your full names and your contact details, and make sure that your contact details are working. If you have more than one number, try to add, not try, add those numbers so that if maybe you get a call on the first number and it's not going through, they can call an alternative number. The next thing is your professional summary, which is like a summary of your background. And this summary should be academic. It should sound like you are applying for a admission into a postgraduate program or a scholarship. It should not sound like you are selling yourself as a professional who is looking for a job, but it should sound academic. It should be related to the program that you are applying for, and it should be brief. You should not write a very lengthy professional summary, about 2 to 3 sentences. Just summarize your academic and professional experience, your passion or goal in the field, and then what are your relevant experiences. What do you hope to achieve with through the program or through the scholarship? So you have to give the scholarship committee a brief background about who you are as a potential candidate. Educational summary. Here you list all the degrees that you have attained. This is where you list your undergraduate degree, your master's degree if you have any, and they should be in chronological order, meaning you should start with the latest degree. If you have a master's degree, your master's degree should be at the top and then below your undergraduate degree. If you only have an undergraduate degree, then you should add your undergraduate degree details. There should be a degree title, institution name, country, dates attended. And it's important here for dates attended. Add the month and the year. When did you start your degree and when did you complete your degree? When I review CVs, I often find this information missing. The last one, the date. You don't add the dates, but you are supposed to add the date. You should show when you started your degree and when you completed your degree. If you need, you can put your GPA. That is, maybe if the scholarship is focused on the GPA, you can put your GPA there. But I think it's optional. It's not often a requirement for you to add your GPA on your CV. Your GPA is already on your transcript. And then certifications. Certifications are different from education history. Education history, you put your degrees. Certifications, these are professional or trainings that you undertook that are relevant to the program that you are applying for, of course, or online short courses. This is where you put the certificates. You should include the organization that issued the certificate, when you completed the training. Most often, these trainings, they just put the month where you undertook the training. They normally don't put, because these are short trainings, so they just put the month and the year when you completed the training. You should add that in your CV. They should also be in chronological order. You should start with the latest certification that you have obtained. The next is professional history. This is where you list your work experience, your paid work experience. If you don't have paid work experience, maybe you've done internship, then you can put the work here. Don't put voluntary work here. This is not, it's voluntary work. It's not professional work. Professional is where you were going to work like a 9 to 5. You were going in the morning to work and knocking off in the evening. That is professional work. That is the work that you should put. You normally voluntary, you just go on weekends to do a community service or something like that. So that is not professional work experience. You should include the job title, the organization name, the dates, key responsibilities. What did you do during that particular position? And your responsibilities should match the program that you are applying for. Remember, the target is for you to get an admission and the scholarship. So when you are writing those responsibilities, first go check the program that you are applying for. Go to the official website of the program. See what kind of candidates they are looking for, or what kind of students they have, and then try to write the responsibilities that match what they are looking for. And then here, this is where you put your voluntary, your community service, your leadership experience. Then you can put it here, and it should be in the same structure as the professional history. The title, organization, the dates, the key responsibilities, what you did when you were volunteering. So you should add that information here. Also, chronological order, start with the latest voluntary work that you have done, or leadership work that you have done. And then research experience. This is especially important if you are applying for a research program or a PhD program. Maybe you completed a research project, or you wrote a dissertation or thesis, you were part of a research team. This is where you mention that, because it to add weight to your application. So you can add that information here. If you don't have research experience, don't add the information. There's no need for you to have this section when you don't have the necessary experience. And then publications, maybe you've published a paper, you've published your thesis or something like that. Add your publication here and use a referencing style. You can use the APA, you can use Harvard, just use any referencing style that you are comfortable with. This will add credibility and weight to your research background. If you don't have publications, again, don't add the section on your CV. Awards, did you win any awards? Academic awards, scholarships, you mention those awards here. And if you don't have any awards, there's no need for you to have that section on the CV. Not lastly, next one is your skills. What skills do you possess? Again, the skills should go back to the program, should link back to the program. what skills do you have. When you are going through the university website to read more about the program, find out the skills they are looking for, or the skills that they are looking for from candidates. And then you can list, if you have those skills, then you can list the skills here to show that you are a good match, you are a good candidate, you are a good potential candidate for that program. And then lastly is referees. Please find people you know can vouch for you, and you should communicate with them. You should inform them that you are adding them to your CV as your referees, because if you add somebody and they are not aware and they get a call or an email to submit a reference for you, they might be surprised. They might not remember who you are. So you are setting yourself up for failure. So make sure that you inform your referees, get their names, full names, their title, what do they do, institution, where do they work or where did they work, email address and phone number, and add that information. Just add 2 to 3 people here. I would suggest that you have one academic referee and one professional referee here. You have someone who's representing you from the academic side, and then you have someone who is representing you from the professional side. Now, if you need me to review your CV, please book through the link in the description. I will have a look at your, not just your CV, and all your other scholarship application documents. I'll review them and provide you with feedback. I'll add comments to your documents so that you are constructive feedback so that you can refine your scholarship application documents. It's best to book now, book before you submit your scholarship documents. All the best with your applications.